So Belle Delphine gets banned, and some people are cheering. They're actually happy about this, and I don't really understand why. I mean, why exactly are you cheering? This is just a symptom of a much bigger issue, and the issue is that there is no transparency on YouTube. The system is really hostile towards creators. You're going to run out of content soon, my friend, regardless of what content you're consuming. The sanitization and the corporatism that is running amok on this platform is just going to kill any sort of entertainment and any sort of thing that is worth watching. Belle Delphine is just, I guess, like the start. It's someone that's controversial enough and then is getting a lot of bad publicity that people won't care about it. She's literally the Alex Jones of the e-girl community, if you want. And I'll explain, like, okay, so first of all, it's like, why did she get banned? Well, no one really knows, you see. If you go on her channel, it says multiple or severe violation. So if it's a severe violation, it should be something in her last video that she did, and that this would have to be something really astonishing. But it would be all over the internet if that was the case. You would see it everywhere if she actually showed some nudity or something like that. So if it's multiple violations, then is it her previous videos? I mean, her previous videos had millions of views, and surely the moderator team at YouTube have seen them before. And this is a problem with the platform. You upload videos and they're fine. And a couple of months pass, they change their mind about the terms of service. They have like some different way of doing moderation, and then they're going to ban you for previous videos if they happen to be popular enough. It creates a real mental issue with the content creators because they're not sure about what they can upload and what they can't anymore. So, yeah, I don't know why Belle Delphine got banned. No one knows, to be honest. I looked on the internet. Unless YouTube makes a statement that they're going to tell the community why, then maybe we're going to understand. But I don't think they will do that because they like the ambiguity. You see, this is the really weird corporate statement that they come up with. It's like, if we make the rules clear and we allow people to know what the rules are, then people will take advantage of that and find ways around the rules. Like, can you imagine what a tyrannical system that would be if a country were to implement it? It's like, we're not going to tell you the laws of the land, because if we tell you what the laws are, then you can find ways around them. So we're just going to give you some ambiguous rules that you need to figure out for yourself and follow them, because else you're going to jail forever, right? Because like once your YouTube channel is terminated, you're not allowed to make other channels. And it's not like you're not allowed to make other channels for a year or so. No. For life, forever, until the end of time. But by now, until the internet goes down, you're not allowed to make another Google account. Period. The end. It's over. There's no recourse. You know, it's really bizarre. Now, I'm not saying that they don't have a right to do this, by all means, but a tyrannical system is a tyrannical system. Like, when given the option of choosing between being fair and being benevolent, they choose tyranny. It's like, okay, you know, like, yeah, you can do that. It's fine, but, like, I get to call it out. I get to point it out to people. Again, like, the fact that she gets banned and no one from the community can even know why, so that other people don't reproduce what she did, just goes to tell you how easy it is to just Thanos snap people out of existence. At the end of the day, it's just someone's livelihood, you know? Now, I'm pretty sure Belle Delphine is going to be fine. I mean, she's got, like, a huge following, and wherever she goes, people will follow her, and she can still monetize her work someplace else. But it just, you know, shows how things are running on this corporation now. It's like, you get to make videos one day, boom, the next day, it's like, oh, by the way, that video you made a year ago, yeah, that's going to get you banned. So normally, I wouldn't care if a cam girl gets her comeuppance, because you need to understand, most of these ladies, they have brought a very interesting ideology on the internet. I mean, most of these ladies have supported the corporate version of feminism, not the one that tries to say that men and women should be equal under the law. No. The one that says the internet is a scary place for mademoiselles, so we need to have terms of service, and you need to hire a council that will keep the internet safe for girls online. You know, like that type of thing. Like the type of people that advocate for censorship, the type of people that advocate for the sanitization of the internet. Yeah, most of them used to be e-girls at one point, and if I were to see one of them getting banned because of something that they help create, I mean, that's just their comeuppance. That's just having a taste of your own medicine. That's the Romanian expression of digging someone else's hole and then falling in it yourself. So no, like I wouldn't shed a single tear, and especially since I know a lot of these ladies, they have content far more explicit and far more risque than Belle Delphine does. I mean, at the end of the day, I have seen ads on YouTube, like advertisements, all right, on my channel that are even more risque and more sexualized than what Delphine puts on. And by the way, like I don't have a problem with it. I really don't have a problem with it because at the end of the day, I'm a grown-ass adult, like I don't need the internet to be censored for me or whatever. Like I don't need the internet to be that sanitized. I grew up in the 90s. I'm really okay with South Park and Beavis and Butthead and Jackass and all the other shows that came in the 90s, which were awesome because they were edgy and because they dared push the boundaries. So I've got nothing with it. But you know what I think Belle Delphine got the ban hammer? You know the real reason that I think she did? It's because she is not connected. I don't think she runs in the correct circle of people that are the ones who are going to get protection. And what I mean by this is that she doesn't speak the speech. You see, if you associate with some of the correct people that have the connections and you are able to know people at corporate, you need to speak the speech. And when she goes on and says that, no, she actually likes free speech and she actually thinks that people should be able to express themselves and say whatever they mean, yeah, that's a big signal that she's not in the in group. Can you imagine there are people right now in social media that are earning quite a pretty penny just for being censored by being there and moderating? I mean, these people would lose their job if the terms of service from 2016 were being brought back. I mean, they would be out of a job, especially during this difficult time of the pandemic. Well, why would they want that? No, like they are in the interest in justifying that the internet is actually more dangerous than ever before. That the threat of online radicalization looms around the corner. That the threat of a titty hides behind every channel. So yeah, I mean, they're going to ban and they need to justify their existence and they're going to constantly ban and ban and ban. In one way, it's a good thing that I see the cam girls getting banned, from a selfish reason at least, because when they move to other platforms, they're going to bring all the normies over there. This is how YouTube is actually going to create competition. It's not by banning the commentary channels, like people like myself or whatnot, because at the end of the day, the commentary channel on YouTube isn't that large. I don't think like a lot of people log into this platform just to watch commentary, especially political commentary. Most people don't care about that. But I'm telling you, like if they go after cam girls and if they happen to go after beauty bloggers or the ASMR community or other stuff that a lot of normies watch, yeah, I mean that would be a problem for them. I don't know if they realize it or not, because at the end of the day, when you're a corporation so large that you manage to make more money than some governments do, most of the time they don't even know what the left hand from the right hand is doing, But I definitely think that this is a mistake. I don't think it's good that they're going after the cam girls. And there's a lot of whispers within the creator community that YouTube is planning another December to remember, like they say, last year. A lot of channels just got demonetized overnight. No one knows really what they did or why or anything like that. It's just like it happened. I think it was like 5-6 channels within a day. Just boof. They were big channels as well, over 100,000 subscribers in some cases. What they did, no one knows. But apparently this might happen again this year. So maybe Belle Delphine is actually just one of the first to go. Maybe it's a mistake, maybe YouTube will come out. But again, like there's no transparency. I don't know. No one knows. So, well, it is what it is. I'm telling you this though. You know what's the really sad part in all of this? I think that, and this is just honest, God-to-God conversation, right? This is what legitimately I think. I think that if the society was a meritocratic one, Belle Delphine would be considered a genius. Like, if I were to have a big business, I'm not even kidding. If I were to have a big business, I would hire Belle Delphine for marketing right off the bat. I wouldn't even care how many people would come from Harvard with straight A's saying that they finished some marketing school or they have like some diploma or whatnot. Those people are even expensive to hire. This woman managed to sell bath water to people. Like, do you understand what this does to a virgin? Like, have you even stopped to think what happens if you were to purchase this lady's bathwater. Like, imagine the day comes where you finally get a girlfriend to come into your house. Alright, like, the stars are aligning. A woman took pity in the virgin and she decided to visit the guy at his humble abode. And she manages to find that bathwater. Okay? Would you not like to be a fly on the wall to hear that conversation? To hear how the guy is going to explain what that trinket does in his bedroom. Like, that paraphernalia is going to protect his virginity for the rest of human history. And yet, she managed to sell this product to virgins. Like, this woman is capable at this point of selling oppression to communists. She is capable of selling even the Last of Us 2 games. Like, all she has to do is say that she robbed the titty or something on these video games, and people are going to purchase them. She can sell Google Stadia. I kid you not. Like, if Google would hire her and put her in charge of marketing, she would be able to sell Google Stadia like that. You know, from a flop, it would turn into a blockbuster overnight. All she has to do is say, oh yes, I put feet on her. You know, just put her feet on Google Stadia. People are going to buy that. You know, but this is like what the society in 2020 is all about. It's not about merit. It's not about what you can accomplish. It's not what you can do. It's all about, like, do you have the correct pedigree? Have you gone to the correct university? Do you have the correct license? Do you have the correct papers? And then you have these people, which are very expensive to hire. They're a big cost on the company to begin with. Most of them don't know anything because at the university they only teach theory. They don't actually do the practice. So they end up in the company, they're asking for a lot as a wage, and then they have to go through a training program for a couple of years anyway in order to learn the ropes. And then most of them probably are even average, right? But it's all about, like, the prestige, like pretending that you're part of the polite society while kicking away people that would actually do something for you. Again, I don't know anything about Belle Delphine except the fact that she managed to sell bathwater in a couple of minutes. Like, her bathtub was empty. She had more of a demand than she had of a supply. I mean, that is just cold, hard, savvy business. But again, like most corporations, like YouTube, multi-billion-dollar corporations, they preach socialism. They preach, like, the antithesis ideology that would help them make more money. It's bizarre to me, you know, it's just like really weird. Something just doesn't add up. But anyway, right, rant over. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the comment section.